Hi everyone, it's Chelsea here, bringing you another segment of living in Southwest Florida. If you're thinking of moving to Fort Myers, Cape Coral, or any of the surrounding areas, then you've probably wondered what area of Southwest Florida will hold its value the best. So today we're going to examine the nearby cities and see who has held that appreciation the most. And we're going to take a look at which communities have had their values drop, so there might be some opportunity to be found. But before we jump in, really quickly, it would mean a lot to me if you could go ahead and hit that like button so that the YouTube algorithms share this information with others and it lets me know what you'd like more of. And as a thank you, here is video from a recent night out with friends for some axe throwing, which was a blast. There are lots of fun ways to spend a night with friends, and this was a really fun option. And really quickly, I wouldn't be doing my job well if I didn't remind you how much we love helping people from all over the country buy and sell their homes here in Southwest Florida. So if you or anyone you know of are even thinking of moving, then feel free to reach out with the contact information below. All right, let's jump right in. Before I jump into the findings on which city appreciated the most, I thought it would be best to explain my methodology. I analyzed the statistics of our local Southwest Florida communities, and then I compared the median sales price of homes in 2022 to the median sales price of homes in 2023 so that I could see a year-over-year comparison. To be clear, the median sales price is the price right in the middle of all sales. So half of the houses sold for higher and half of the houses sold for less. This is the best statistic to use because, let's say, a record-breaking sale happens. It would push an average price to an unrealistic number, but a median price just counts it as one above or one below the line. As for the area as a whole, the Southwest Florida region has remained relatively flat with a 0.2 increase in home sales values from where we were year over year. Currently, the median sales value for the region is $456,000. It's also interesting to note that this number is up 3.1% month over month, so it shows that the region as a whole is trending up right now. But over the past year here in Southwest Florida, we've had a lot of change. By this time last year, in May of 2022, we were starting to see the signs that the run-up to home prices were starting to cool. And then we got hit by a hurricane in the fall, and that affected some areas harder than others. When analyzing these communities, it was very quick to see trends. Let me know if you can see the pattern, which I'll explain at the end as something I noticed, and drop a comment below of what community you think will have grown the most. Got it? Great. So who are our big winners for year-over-year growth for the month of May? And keep in mind, we are using May because that's the most recent statistics. Let's look at the top 7 markets and see if you are right. Coming in at number 7 is Naples. Naples held pretty tight with a 1% gain year over year. This area saw its median sales price jump from $599,000 to $605,000. At number 6 is Fort Myers. With a 5.5% growth, Fort Myers median sales values went from $365,000 to $385,000 in May. Coming in at number 5 is Alva. Located just inland from Fort Myers, Alva is rapidly growing with new construction developments. Since that's a location, builders are able to find land. I'm specifically thinking of larger communities like River Hall and Portico. Also, some people are just getting tired of city life and want to be further inland. So Alva saw their values grow from $422,023 for their median sales price to $449,500, which is about 6.5% growth. Number 4 is Estero. With a 7% growth, Estero is another location that is having a lot of boom, in part because of the new construction developments that are popping with available land. The median sales price in Estero went up from $523,250 to $560,000. Next, at spot number 3 is Lehigh Acres. Lehigh Acres is seeing a massive 9.8% growth for a couple of reasons. Like Estero and Alva, Lehigh has lots available to build on. But what's a little bit different than the other 2 communities is that Lehigh isn't being developed by big communities, but instead individual lot by lot by lot. This has given many smaller builders an opportunity to buy individual lots without having the massive costs of developing large parcels of land. In other words, the smaller and medium-sized contractors can join in on the new construction craze. Secondly, as people have been pushed out of more high cost of living communities, Lehigh Acres is an affordable option that's still commutable to places for business, like for jobs. Lehigh's home values have jumped from $296,000 last year to $325,000 this year. Coming in with spot number 2, almost to the top with a growth of 16% year over year, is LaBelle. LaBelle grew from $249,000 to $290,000 as their median price point. I'm not sure if you've noticed the trend, but majority of these areas with growth fall at an affordable price point below the median for the region. These more affordable options are great options for those who are looking to downsize their budgets or first-time starter homes. LaBelle fits this mold for many people. It's not an area of big new construction development, but it is a charming little community that can still be considered commutable, that many people can still afford. And the number 1 area year-over-year growth in May? Marco Island. This one bucks the trends in affordable communities, but with the islands Sanibel, Captiva, and Pine Island being hit so hard by Ian, Marco fared better than its counterparts, and so it provides luxury island living that is harder to get right now. Marco saw a staggering 25.6% growth year over year, with its median sales price jumping from $975,000 to $1.225 million. Did you guess our big winner? Now, before I go, I want to point out that the cities that have the biggest falls, those are probably not surprising, are island communities. Sanibel, Captiva, Fort Myers Beach, and Pine Island cities of Bokeelia and St. James City took the biggest hits both in terms of value retention year over year and storm damage. These numbers are mostly impacted by that storm damage changing home values to houses that had homes to just land value. So if you are a builder or willing to roll your sleeves up and take over a project, then there are opportunities out there. All right, if you have any questions about the data, or if you'd like to drill down and compare specific neighborhoods, like say Cape Coral versus Fort Myers, or waterfront homes or pool homes, or whatever your specific circumstances call for, then feel free to reach out with the contact info below in the description below. Myself and the network of agents I have throughout the United States are here, and we're ready to help you with your move. My video schedule can sometimes be erratic, so if you'd like more videos like this, then don't forget to hit subscribe so you'll be notified when we drop another one. If you are ready to get the ball rolling on your move to Southwest Florida, then there's a link in the description below to get your personalized home search set up, and that will be tailored specifically to you. Oftentimes when you search these web aggregates, it limits your capabilities. But when I build this search, you're gonna have many more options available, and we can begin to have a conversation on what your home in Florida will look like. Or feel free to use CapeCoralFortMyersRealEstate.com for all the latest listings to hit the market and begin getting comfortable with our marketplace. There's no obligations. And don't forget to add me on social media and follow along as we post weekly articles and information that you may find handy and give you insight as to what life in Florida looks like. As always, we really appreciate it when you leave us a comment and hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bells so that you can be notified when we drop future videos that may help you with living in Southwest Florida. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I wish you much health and happiness.